Now let's talk about how we identify or find what's a fair share for a player. What's a fair share? Now, what do we mean by what's a fair share? We're actually looking at what's fair from a mathematical point of view. So mathematically, what is fair for a player to receive is some portion that is at least their fair share value, which is what we just talked about in the video before, in the eyes of that player. In other words, a player will be getting what's fair if they receive at least 1 over n of the total value of the goods, or in other words, the total value of the goods divided by n. And that means they must receive their fair share value or more. That's what that at least means. Fair share value or more. So every player gets what is fair if they get their fair share value or more. That's the mathematical definition we're going to be working with, their fair share value or more. So let's see how this works when applied to some situations that we looked at before. Remember, we looked at this situation in the previous video. We see that we have 4 people sharing this pizza. We have found the fair share values for everyone. Now we're going the next step. We want to identify which of the slices are fair shares for each player. So Carlos, remember that Carlos' fair share value is $4. If they're going to receive their fair share, they should receive slices that are at least their fair share value, or in other words, their fair share value or more. So let's look at any of these slices. Are any of these $4 or more? Because Carlos's fair share value is $4. And when we look at them, there's only 2 that are $4 or more. It's slice 2 and slice 3. So fair shares for Carlos would either be getting slice 2 or slice 3. What does that mean? If when they share this pizza, Carlos gets slice 2 or slice 3, he will have gotten a fair share in his eyes. So likewise, we could look at all the other players. Like if we want to look for Sonia, and we see that her fair share value is $4.50. So if we want to know what slices are fair for her, we look for any slices that are $4.50 or more. So there's one. There's one, and there's one. So that corresponds to slice 1, slice 3, and slice 4 would be fair shares for Tanya. Now for Tanner, same kind of thing. What's Tanner's fair share value? It is $4. We're looking for slices that are $4 or more. And we look through here carefully, and I only see these 2. So what is that? Slice 1 and slice 2. And then for Ren's fair share value is $5 for Ren. So I'm looking for pieces that are $5 or more, which would just be this one and that one, which is slice 1 and slice 4. So what we've identified is fair shares. What would be a fair piece, a fair share, a fair piece, a fair portion for each of these players to receive when we begin to divide up and share the slices. Let's just look at a few other examples. It's basically the same thing. So we've seen this situation before. Remember, we calculated the fair share value and found that it was $5. $5 for all of the players. So we're judging all of these against $5. So for Alan, what are the slices here that are $5 or more? Slice 2 and slice 4. For Brady, what are the slices that are $5 or more? Slice 1 and slice 2. For Cody, what are the slices that are $5 or more? Oh, all of these slices are $5. So Cody would find any of these slices, slice 1, slice 2, slice 3, or slice 4 would be fair slices or fair shares for Cody. And then for Diane, what's above $5 here? Only one slice, slice 1. So if we were sharing this cake And those 4 slices, the only piece that would be a fair slice for Diane to get would be slice 1, while Alan may be slice 2 and slice 4, and so forth. And Cody would be happy with any of those slices. Any of those would be fair for Cody. And then maybe our last example here. So I'm asking you a different question here, but very similar. If Anna gets the desk, would she be getting her fair share value if Anna gets the desk? Well, let's look up here and see how Anna values the desk. She values the desk at $150, but her fair share value is $300. So if she just gets the desk, which is only worth $150 to her, that would not be her fair share value of $300. No, because her fair share value is $300, and that would not be at least $300. Hey, if Belle gets the dresser, right? Well, what's the dresser worth to Belle? The dresser is worth $300 to Belle, and her fair share value is $300. So if she gets the dresser, yes, she would be getting her fair share value, because her fair share value, I'm using FS for fair share, happens to be $300, and that dresser is worth $300 to her. Okay, we'll see how these fair shares play into sharing something fairly among these parties.